say cool too many times? Like I had a bun from that hat back there. It's a little bun. Okay. I look like I have buns from the hats back there. I feel like it looks like they're stuff behind the ears. Hey, this is gonna be edited out, right, Daddy?
No. What's up, Rad fam? Rad Dad here with
Rad Ella.
And we are off to see
Black Panther.
And I think we're gonna have to do a review of Black Panther when we get out. Sorry for the low-tech iPhone vlogging setup, but you can't really carry a big camera into movie theaters. They tend to frown on that. So we're gonna go watch Black Panther, and we may stop off at the, what store?
Disney store.
To do some
shopping.
Yeah, you wish. Anyway, we'll talk about Black Panther after we see it and keep an eye on our story, which that makes no sense because how are you going to keep an eye on our story? This video will come out like a day later. Anyway, we'll review the movie later. So, Rad Ella, what do you know about Black Panther?
Well, absolutely nothing.
You don't know anything.
Well, I know that he's a Marvel hero who dresses like a Black Panther. But I'm still excited to see the movie.
Well, that's good. As you guys can probably tell, Rad Ella is not quite the comic book fan that I am, but she enjoys the Marvel movies, and Rad Hallie likes the ones that we let her watch because, you know, there's like some like blasting and death and stuff like that. But Rad Ella's so mature that she's going to be allowed to see it. Oh no, we're driving, and vlogging while driving is highly discouraged.
This is what it's like driving with Rad Dad.
Stop it, Rad Mom watches these videos too. Public service announcement. I am always a responsible driver and I obey the speed limits.
2 hours later.
Ooh, just got out of Black Panther and it was awesome.
So good.
Absolutely
amazing.
Awesome. Is it the best Marvel movie of them all? No, but it is a very, very good movie. Lots to talk about. Favorite things?
Definitely the music and the effects. They were so cool and the music was super good.
Yes, the music was awesome. So we're gonna head home. We'll add on to this and we'll catch you then.
Hey guys, Rad Ella here. Welcome to my room. Ooh. Yes, this is my room. So today I'm going to be doing a review of Black Panther. Yeah, so let's get started on this. Okay, so the main actor who played T'Challa, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, T'Challa, I think, T'Challa in Black Panther was Chadwick Boseman. Now, he did really, really good, I'm gonna say that. He was so great, like, it was so good. Just like the movie overall in general was really amazing and I loved it. Oh my god, the special effects were so cool. They were so cool. Like I have no eyebrows. Ryan Coogler, who directed that movie, he did a super great job and I thought the movie was directed beautifully and it was super cool. I definitely recommend seeing this movie. Okay, but I'm gonna point out one of my favorite personal parts of the entire movie, the music. The music was so good. I mean, it was so good. I would say I would not let like little kids see this movie. There's definitely some language and some signs, but you know, I would not let the little ones see this movie. But I mean, it was so good. The actors, they did amazing performing, like just acting. Like they actually looked like, it looked real. It looked real. I'm gonna say my personal favorite character from the movie was T'Challa's. I don't know how to say his name. I like forgot it from the movie. T'Challa, his little sister. I'm not gonna give any spoilers away from the movie about her, who she is or anything, but she was definitely my favorite character. Her just little wittiness and smartness and the little jokes she made, they were so funny. And I'm like, the movie, it was so cool. It was just really amazing. And I love it all. It was so good. Totally recommend seeing this movie. If you like music a lot and you like, that was probably my favorite part. I'm not talking a lot about it, but it was like on point music. It was really good. It was really good, and I loved the music. It's hard to not like talk about things, you know, without giving away spoilers, because this is a non-spoiler video. I'm not giving away spoilers. I love the Avengers. I love those big Marvel movies like that, but I've never been really one for like the little Marvel movies like Ant-Man or Thor or something. But seeing the trailer for this one, it actually really interests me, and that's definitely one reason I went to see it. And I saw it and I really liked it. So yeah, it was, I don't know really what to say about it. It was just a great movie, great actors, great director, great soundtrack, great special effects. Definitely special effects, they were so good, and the movie looked so cool. I saw it in IMAX, and IMAX was definitely, you should see it in IMAX. Like, it was so cool. The screen was so gigantic, and so all the characters look so huge, and the special effects, you can just see the small little details about them even more, which made it even more fun and a better experience for me. Out of 10, I would probably rate this movie, I would definitely give it at least an 8.5 to a 9. Probably an 8.5, yeah. Because it was definitely the best single Marvel movie I've seen. Like, the beginning, you have to like stick on to it. Like, the beginning, it was kind of boring, but as you got farther along and about like just a little bit after like the first like 20 minutes or so, it got really good, really intense. There was definitely, I don't like so much how in Avengers movies there's just like that one gigantic fight and there's like a tiny little small fight. There was like 3 to 4 big fights. Like, they weren't little small ones. They included like a lot of like bam bam fighting, which I thought was super killer, super cool, and I really enjoyed this movie. Definitely would recommend go seeing it. So go get your tickets now. Go see Black Panther, cause we're a Disney family here at Rad Disney Dad. We're a Disney family, so go support Disney. Go see those Disney movies. Buy them tickets for Disney, cause Disney is so great. So yeah, go see Black Panther. It was super cool. My favorite parts: special effects, the actors, the directing, the music. Go see Black Panther. So amazing. Bye guys. This is Rad Ella signing out.
What's up, guys? By now you've probably watched Rad Ella's review of Black Panther, and I wanted to add a little bit to it for the parents and just from a critical perspective. Black Panther is an awesome movie. I don't think it's Marvel's best, but it's definitely up there. I'd say it's a top 3, depending on what your favorite Marvel movies are, but it's really good. And to echo some of what Rad Ella said, the soundtrack and the visual effects are awesome. As far as being a culturally relevant movie, I think Black Panther is really important. This is kind of a watershed moment, and to me, the thing that makes it so good and so impressive is the cast. The cast of Black Panther is awesome. It's about as close to a perfect cast for the intentions that you're shooting for. Chadwick Boseman is phenomenal, but the supporting actors in their various roles are just wonderful, all the way to, you know, characters that come in and out, have very little screen time, such as the actress who plays Black Panther's little sister, whose name in the movie is Shuri. Letitia Wright, she is awesome, full of wit. Every time she's on screen, it's a treat. But you have people like Forrest Whitaker coming in playing the sort of shaman character, mentor character. Michael B. Jordan is great as the antagonist. Although if I had one complaint, I would say that I don't think Killmonger actually gets enough screen time. Michael B. Jordan's really good in the villain role, and especially because there's some depth to that character that I don't want to go into. And I don't think he gets enough time to really breathe and develop. Black Panther is definitely a movie about making choices, about what's right and what's wrong, and people's responsibility to one another. And I think that's where the complexity comes from. And as far as that's concerned, they hit it out of the park. But because they're spending so much time on these sort of complex themes and feelings, there's some character development that's a little bit lacking. Obviously, we get plenty from Chadwick Boseman, and like I said, his younger sister in the film, as well as, I think her name is pronounced Denai Guerrera, who's Walking Dead. You might know her from The Walking Dead, where she plays Michonne. She's great as sort of his captain of the guard's main general. But all of the actors do an amazing job. I particularly liked Winston Duke as M'Baku. He's great. Every time he's on screen after they have an initial confrontation, especially towards the end of the movies, he gets some great zingers and kind of some cool character moments. If I had to give Black Panther praise, I would say it succeeds as being one of the most culturally relevant Marvel movies to date. The visual effects are phenomenal. The soundtrack is great, although I will say Rad Ella praised the soundtrack. The soundtrack in the movie is awesome and is totally fine for kids her age, but I will say that the actual soundtrack she will not be allowed to listen to in its entirety. So just keep that in mind, parents, depending on your kids' ages. If I had to give any criticism to Black Panther, it would be a little bit of character development. I mean, it's 2 hours and 15 minutes, but I would have gladly seen another 10 or 15 minutes of backstory on especially Michael B. Jordan's character Killmonger. And I'm not a huge fan of the way Ryan Coogler directed some of the action. Some of the really big scenes are fantastic, but it gets a little shaky cam at times. And considering how cool some of the fight choreography is in the movie, I would have liked to see a little bit more of it. I would like to see a little bit more of the smooth camera motions. I think sometimes it got a little shaky or a little like cutesy, like they were trying to do something, and it obscured what was really some cool action. So that would be my only criticism of the film. It starts a little slow, but I can forgive it for that, considering Black Panther is a character that we don't know as much about. So I feel like we do need some of that backstory, and so I think that's necessary, and I'm okay with that. I thought Doctor Strange suffered from the same thing at the beginning. You took a more obscure character and you had to give him a little bit more backstory to kind of catch the audience up. So I'm okay with that. Overall, though, I think Black Panther is a really enjoyable movie. It's a fantastic time. It's a lot of fun with some cool visuals, and Chadwick Boseman absolutely rocks. And I can't wait to see how they incorporate Black Panther into Infinity War. I think that's going to be a lot of fun, and I'll be definitely first in line to see that with Rad Ella. So I hope you enjoyed this review. If you haven't already, consider liking and subscribing. Everything on this channel is kind of related to Disney in some way or another, or our family. So I hope you enjoy it. Please give the video a like, because it does help us in the YouTube algorithm land. And I'll catch you here next time. Rad Dad signing out. Peace. Oh, that didn't work. No. Trying to be cool here.